Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the room with another video. Don't mind me, I just feel like doing this. You know, when I'm pretty sure I don't have some type of disorder or disability or something like that, but I always feel like I need to do something with my hands. And I can't find my fidget spinner now I'm looking for. Oh, there it is. But here, we're back with another video today. And I always like try and do things different. So here's a little something different. I sat there throughout the last week. I sat and watched. Let me count off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 new episodes from this season. I sat and watched the first episode of each of them, and I took notes. And I was going to notes with the full intention of explaining to y'all what's going on. However, I feel like it'd be much, much better. Not much better. It would be better for me, at least, to just read off the notes I have and let y'all figure out if y'all want to watch these anime or not. Because when I went back and looked at all the notes I took, they are completely out of context. And if you think I'm going to sit here and look through all the... Not look through all this anime. If you think I was going to sit here and try and clip all the anime and put them in this video just for y'all entertainment, because y'all don't want to go on Crunchyroll or go on Funimation or places like that to watch the anime, shit, or even go on YouTube. Nah, I'm not biting that bullet for y'all this time. Or ever, really. But like I said, so basically, this is not all 6 anime completely out of context. First anime, Hijiri wo Soru. Look, you know how I am. You came here to listen to my anime opinions and butcher all anime names. And this one has a long anime name that you can kiss my ass if you think I'm gonna try and pronounce all that. Looking more stupid than I already am. What y'all think I am? Okay, so, completely out of context. What were these notes I'm thinking of? So first, I thought the main character was a simp. Don't know where I got that from. Are we sure this isn't a hentai? Because if you watch my video talking about this anime in particular, this anime is one decision away. And this girl is trying. This anime is one decision away of becoming a hentai. The friend let the main character walk home drunk, which immediately put that friend in a bad light with me. Because how are you gonna if he doesn't walk home drunk alone, this story doesn't happen. Actually, or no. Actually, that would be completely different. Because if they walked home together, the other friend is married. So this would have been a completely different story. Probably even more wholesome than it is right now. Speaking of that girl, this girl I put her name here. Interesting. Sayu, she is a friendly girl who's done this before. She'd offered up to stay at the dude's house. And he's like, nah, I don't date high schoolers. Now, this is Japan where it's legal. Let's keep that. Let's remember all that. She is 16 or 17. So, and this is Japan where it's legal. However, still weird. And the dude said he's not going to do that to a high schooler. You know where this is going. But that was drunk him. So at least drunk him didn't say yes. But apparently there's been people who've done it before. And she said she ain't been home in, I believe, a year and a half. So, Japan full of some weirdos. But they give us anime, so we love them. Y'all weird, though. In fact, this nigga specifically said, I'm not interested in your body. Now, mind you, this is an anime character, so I am fully allowed to say this when I say this nigga lying. She's stacked. She's a character, though, so that's all I can say about that. If she is in real life, but nah, you underage. No matter what I say, you underage. Nope. She also called him daddy, which that threw me off, and threw him off too. This is my favorite line. This is one of my favorite lines I've ever heard in anime, period. And I've heard a lot of, war speeches, confession scenes. They've all had a lot of good lines. But this one line is the line I'm going to be saying for forever. He says, "I'm not nice. They were shit." In referring to all the other dudes who let this high school girl sleep in their house in exchange for the E. He says, "I'm not nice. They were shit." And I've never felt a line more than that one. As in, again, she was of age. I keep having to say she was of age because I'm watching the EDP shit behind my script. So that's got me on edge. So I feel like I keep saying it, even though this is an anime and ages shouldn't. Well, I'm not gonna say ages shouldn't matter. Anime. No, I'm not gonna say that. She's fake. She is fake. She is adorable. I actually wrote that down. This girl, she's adorable. She should be protected, but she keeps acting the way she's acting. Man, I just thought about, damn, how many dudes done ran through her just so you can have a place to live? And she's been gone for like a year or two? I thought about that. That's dark when you think about that. And when you think about the life she has to get, and actually, that's another thing probably anime there. Actually, there's the undertone or side story that if you pay attention of this girl having been mentally abused. Definitely mentally abused by the dude she's had to sleep with to have a roof over her head, and apparently her parents. So I kind of hope they dig into that, because that's a real life shit. I'm not ready for when they do, because it's some real life shit. Next anime, Nagatoro. The anime I was looking forward to because I've been reading the manga. Well, I also started reading the light novel to Hige wo Soru. It's a pretty good read. Pretty good read. First of all, and now this is the only one that I took notes after I watched the first episode, just because I was playing MOB the show 21. I actually got it over here on my other one. This video almost didn't come out because I'm too busy trying to grind on this. But anyway, Nagatoro's the voice actress they got for Nagatoro herself, I personally feel it fits. You may find other people with a different opinion, but luckily that's all it is, an opinion. But yeah, I feel like her voice actress was done perfectly, in my opinion. I don't think it could have been that much better. And also, Senpai, who, even in the manga, he doesn't have a name, which I also think is kind of wild. He is, he's soft. And that's a nice way I'm going to put it. He's soft. Now, I know from reading the manga, he gets more, he's still kind of, he gets better with it. But, yeah, he kind of soft, all things considered. But then again, to counteract that, she is wild aggressive. And shout out Big Will, because I know niggas who are wild aggressive when I see him. And she is wild aggressive. Also, again, still comparing to the manga, the face, I didn't think they would get the facial expressions of her down perfectly. And they're not. I don't expect them to get it done perfectly. But with how close they're getting, and I think I saw clips of the second episode, I'm not paying for Crunchyroll, so I see episodes a week behind. Sue me. Actually, don't sue me, because I'd have less money to pay for that shit. By the thing, I did see a clip of him grabbing it. No, I'm gonna cut that out. He did draw, and he is still a better drawer than I am. Which here's a question: do animators and the manga artists, when they draw somebody who knows how to draw, do they have to dumb down how they draw to make it look like it's not a professional artist? That's a question. Like, do they have to dumb it down? Do they have like draw left-handed? How do they do that? Because I struggle to draw as is. I still can't show you the last thing I drew because that's not safe for work. You can tell from episode 1, she loved this nigga. They got the whole fail confession scene, but the fact you kept the blush on her, letting her know that she probably was dead ass, which a lot of anime do this. We'll get into where is he at? Where is it at? Where is that? Did I watch it? I know I watched it. Did I take notes on it? Did I not take notes on that one? What's it called? It's called Romcom where your childhood friend won't lose. Did I not send this over here? Oof. You know what? I'm gonna talk about that now, since apparently I didn't send it over on my notes. So let's talk about it right now. Where is that? Where is it? Okay, because that was the last one I watched anyway. So let's talk about this. Let me get the name exactly. Romcom where the childhood friend won't lose. First of all, yay, anime about the childhood friend winning for once. So, yay. But I hate the main character. What's this nigga name? Maru. Maru. He confessed. Well, he didn't even confess. He found a girl. He likes the girl. The girl's a model. Side note: why does the magazine seek out a high school girl? Well, I mean, I can understand why. Because, wait, ew. So we're not gonna touch on that one. But the main question is, it's cool to have a high school girl on the cover of a magazine. She could just be a model and happen to be in school at the same time. That's cool. Fetishes in a bikini is where things kind of get a little iffy. What's even worse is he falls in love with her, even though she seems to be very savage-like. By that I mean, some other girl took her notes, said, "Oh, your notes are very cute. I'm gonna steal this and copy them," in front of her face. And she said, "You're gonna do what now?" Takes it, rips up the notes, said, "I mean, I know my notes, but you don't know my notes. Go do your own notes, bitch." I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what she said. And then you meet the childhood friend, who, goddamn, she is short. Like, very short. Like, if they didn't tell you that it was high school, you wouldn't know. But apparently she's a childhood friend in a rom-com. Of course, she always liked the main character. She stated she liked the main character. He's like, "Nah, I like someone else." And then in the middle of that conversation, you hear the girl he likes is like, "Yeah, I'm going on a date with this dude, and his dad is rich." And he's like, "Oh, damn." And I'm like, man, there you go. She rejected you. Now you can date the childhood friend. But nah, this nigga depressed. Even though he's never had a conversation with this girl outside of her shitting on him. Because apparently she's a hierarchy. And that one time when she showed him a cute side. A year ago, apparently. Just date a childhood friend and call it a day. But nah. Now she's like, "Nah, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get revenge." He's like, "Revenge?" That's when I realized this little girl is Olympic levels of instigator. She can give Mark Phillips a run for money, by the way. She gassed this nigga up. Like, man, you gotta get revenge on her for treating you like this. She knows you like her, but she out here going on dates with models and shit that you have no business even comparing to again anyway. Even though, look, we know how this is gonna go. You know how this is gonna go. Like, she's gonna go out with it. She's gonna go on a date with him. She's she's gonna realize, models are not all models, but most models don't have shit to talk about besides the fact they're models. If you felt offended by that, guess what? Because people who did get offended by that knows they have things to offer. Either way, she got him up, then she got aggressive and tried to kiss him, and I was like, yo, you are in high school, madam. Then this nigga simped up. Not simped up. He's not simp. He's not a simp. At least from first episode. But he bitched up and she said, she damn near raped him. And he said no. And I'm like, huh? Really, my dog? Disappointment. Speaking of disappointments, to your eternity. I'm not gonna say this was a disappointment this way. I'm just jumping all over the place. To your eternity. The one where is it? What is it name in Japanese? Because I didn't even know that was the name in Fumetsu no Antei. So I'm confused. That's what I mean. That's what I'm gonna say disappointment. So it's not much of a disappointment because the art style, I kind of like it. But I'm confused. So we start off with a wolf who's walking through the snow and dies. So off rip, you're like, aw. Then another wolf, gets born by the dead wolf, but he's, already grown and still has the wound from the wolf, which is why he didn't make out the storm. Then I thought the narrator here is the wolf the narrator. Which I think it is, because at least the narrator's going to follow him. Stay with me here. Because since they're in different worlds, there's a lot of exposition. It's not even a different world. It's they're in Arctic. So, sheesh, you loud. So yeah, since they're in a different world or a different thing, you got to do a whole lot of exposition, which that's what I mean. It's kind of disappointing because it felt like the longest anime I was watching, and I think they're all 22 minutes. And so basically the wolf meets a kid or teenager. He's like, okay, we're going to go out and find other civilization. Cool. Then they found a tree. And not even a tree. It was basically a bush, but he called it a tree. And my first thought was, how did a tree grow in the Arctic? Hey, if you do not like how I say Arctic, hey, you're just going to have to deal with it, because sometimes I'm going to say it, sometimes I won't. That's the northern accent mixed with the southern accent. It's going to get a little wild. So they found that, and then they found a rock. But then I thought, wait, because after he finds the bush, he steps on some weaker ice and falls into the water, then gets a scar on his leg, which was similar to the original scar that the original wolf had until this new wolf came. Oh, did I say there's going to be spoilers in this? The other two didn't matter, but in this one, spoilers. There's spoilers. If you skip ahead, maybe look, just take your mouse or take your finger, move it down here. Or however, if it gets flipped, whatever, skip ahead just a little bit until you see the next photo of whichever anime we're talking about. If you don't care about spoilers. If you care about spoilers, if you care about spoilers. If you don't care about spoilers, gonna keep going. So yeah, so the human gets the same scar on his left leg as the wolf did, but the wolf got on his back hind leg. So yeah, still left thigh, back thigh area injury when he falls into water. First of all, how sharp was the ice? Because that's what cut him. And second, how did a tree grow in Arctic when under the tree was just water? So yeah, that was a little confusing. But then he found a whole lot of wreckage and shit. So yeah, he found civilization. And he was kind of using a wolf as we got to keep going, because they're traveling by foot in the Arctic, snow. And yeah, and then after getting that injury, he started getting weaker, and you could tell, it's like, oh man, his time's coming, isn't it? And then the music, man. The one interesting thing about this was the music they were choosing. The music kept me in because the exposition was kind of slowing it down for me. And then the kid died. And I was like, huh? This kid was, I was like, wait, this kid is on the cover. And you're just gonna kill him off like that? But then the wolf turns into that kid. And I was confused. So then I'm like, wait, does his soul keep switching bodies until the journey, whatever journey he's doing, trying to find civilization? Because apparently from the clip I saw in the next episode, he does find civilization. But now this dude can't talk. It started from like an orb, then the orb turned into a wolf, then a wolf turned into this human. I'm assuming they're going to stay with this human for the rest of the anime. I'm assuming. I don't know. Which why I said I'm confused. The ending song, though, is amazing. So, the best thing about this anime, from what I've seen so far, is the music. And, because the story is kind of confusing. Hopefully, it gets a little more, on track, is what I'm going to say. I'm pretty sure it's on track right now. Hopefully, we see the tracks. Hopefully, it guides us through this. This one anime is where I need you to hold my hand. Like, yo, take me with you, because I don't know where we're going with this. Next one, where am I going to go with this? Now I'm going to go to how do I say this? Koi Kimo. Koi Kimo. So first, they start off with this dude talking in that old Japanese English. Which, props to them, I can understand it, because we've all heard some anime take their voice actor, who probably doesn't know English, and tell him, hey, say this, and we go, ugh. And then there was a black dude in here, so I just typed in all caps black excellence. So, yeah, black excellence. Look at this now. Yeah, bald, and you can tell he's like bald nigga with a goatee. And he's talking to the girl, I think. The main female of the show. What is her name? Ichika. Arima Ichika. So basically, she saved this nigga from being isekai. If she wasn't there, this dude would have woke up in, he would have woke up in killing someone for 300 years. He would end up in that anime. I'm gonna get in that. Now I know I gotta get to that one next. But she saved him from getting pushed into a train. So, and then it finds out that girl that saved him is also friends with his little sister. So I'm like, that's a coincidence. I forgot to tell you about, while he was speaking broken English, he was leaving from this other girl's house. So, your main protagonist is a thought? And I was like, okay, this is normally we're not used to the main protagonist being competent when it comes to females, but they showed you real quick, this dude doing a one night stand slut walk, that yeah, he knows what he's doing. And then, so he tried to do all this with the high school girl, and she was like, ew, nigga, you gross. And he was like, yes, degrade me more. And I was like, okay, this dude's a masochist. And that's why I also realized I didn't know how to spell masochist. How do I spell masochist? Is there a spell check on here? Also, the little sister is a wingman too. She was like, hey, yeah, you should definitely date my brother. She's like, wait, what's that weird if your friends date your brother? She's like, nah. She's like, nah, you need to get my brother off these streets. He's a full hoe out here. She actually called him a scumbag. But yeah, he's nice, he's sweet, he's charming, he's a scumbag. And she's like, whoa, wait a minute. A scumbag? Oh yeah, he sleep around. So yeah, we transition to this nigga at work. And that's where we realize, those work girls, them 30 and over crowd that he be swooning. Yeah, they horny too. They some thoughts too. And then this dude done got real aggressive. If you know girls like say, yeah, I need y'all to keep the pressure on if you want to keep up with me. That's what he does. And I immediately thought, if this nigga wasn't handsome, this would be sexual harassment. Well, I mean, without the physical sexual harassment, but yeah, he wasn't Pepe Le Pew aggressive, but yeah, he was Johnny Bravo aggressive. He asked the sister, "Hey, what's her friend's favorite stuff?" Said, "Oh yeah, well, what's my favorite? What's my shampoo?" He said, "Max Protection." I was like, "She put condoms on her head? What?" And then while they're having this conversation at this food spot, some other girl done put up like, "Hey, you need to watch out for this dude. He a womanizer. All he want is the yeah." But that's what I like about him. I'm like, you jealous hoe. Can't you see I'm talking to somebody? Move the fuck on. Let me see here. I wrote down her equal rights and lefts for women like this. Oh yeah. So as this high school girl, man, she's in high school, gets him says, defends the dude, says, "No, he's nice, bitch, fuck you. I got homework to do," and walks off. She's like, "Oh, I guess I did kind of go too hard too." And then this nigga takes a paper towel, spits in it, I don't know if he spit in it, and wiped her makeup off. And I was like, equal rights and lefts. Because, yeah, she deserved that one. And also the end credit art, that was because I was last bit episode, the end credit art is beautiful. It's like water paint at the end credit scene. I was like, that's beautiful. Speaking of beautiful things that art that's beautifully done, killing someone for 300 years. So this is a manga. First of all, remember when I said the other dude in, damn, I forgot the name already. Koi Kimo? Hold on a second. Full name, Koi Tuyobu, no, what's the English name of this shit? Koi Kimono. No, fight it. As I was saying, you know how that dude almost got pushed in the train, almost got isekai'd? Well, this girl, and the girl in this one, does get isekai'd. So what basically happened is, she was a workaholic, so she had worked 50 days straight, and on day 51, she killed over and died in office, and I was like, damn. And I know Japan has an issue, just like some people in America, they got this issue too of, think you have to overwork yourself to get something, where at the end of the day, it's not what you know, it's who you know when it's in the work field. She worked 50 days and killed over day 51. And I bet they filled that spot in right after. So she dies, right? And then she meets Angel, and the Angel's like, "You worked so hard in your past life. You know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to send you to another world. In fact, you worked hard. Ask me anything and I'll let you come in." And the girl's like, "Can I become immortal?" She's like, "Oh, sure." And she's like, "Wait, really? That's all?" So I'm like, if I just ask God if I become immortal, can I become immortal, God? And he said, "Yeah." And I'm like, bet money. She gets transported to the next world, and she's an immortal witch. They say she has the body of a 17-year-old, which I was like, why she have to be 17? So she walks out, she's like, "Okay, I'm 17, then I'm immortal." So she walks out, she's like, "Okay, I gotta go down to that place down there, and need to introduce myself." As he's walking out, she gets jumped by a slime. One single slime, you know them little slime monsters? And he want the smoke. He thought she said, and she's like, "That didn't hurt." So he said, "Motherfucker, fa. Dead, pick up the coins, move to the city." No, she didn't move to the city. Cause after she killed that one slime, about 15 more slimes came out. I was like, damn, this slime called the cousins. You about to get jumped. If any of y'all watched that Caleb City video, where we had to fight all the lower level demons, and he just ran through them, and each one's like, "Man, you ain't gonna beat me though." That's what these slimes are. I wrote down big titties. Why did I write down big titties? Yeah, so for 300 years, basically, she kills about 20 some slimes for 300 years consecutively. And because I wrote down here, how the slime's not gone extinct? To which case, yeah, for 300 years, she's running through y'all niggas and y'all are still coming back. Okay, so yeah, so I remember that. So basically, after 300 years, And also, after 300 years, she's killed 25 slimes every day and solved a plague. And so yeah, so now she's big shit down in the city. And I guess that's right, the teller had the big titties. So the teller's like, hey, I'm new here, because mind you, 300 years, so people come, people go. Like, let me check your power level now. Now, after 300 years, you'd be like, oh, well, she's like, all I've been doing is killing slime and relaxing, because I finally don't gotta work no more. I'm immortal. I can just, for the rest of my life, which is what she's been doing. Now she's at level 99, and you're like, wait, level 99? She's like, I've only been killing slime. And it's like, well, Habish, you've been killing slime for 25 years. And then she got the Zenkai boost. Not Zenkai boost. I'm thinking Dragon Ball. She got a boost. She got a multiplier. She got a ×2 multiplier, like after 100 some years that she didn't know about. So basically, she's the strongest. She's the world's strongest to keep Dragon Ball references coming along. And then she's like, man, I can't be this strong. So she went to test it, and she froze a lake. And my first thought was, you just killed everything in that lake by freezing it. So now she's like, okay, I'm strong. Don't tell nobody I'm this strong. And Big Boo's like, yeah, okay, cool. And they walk off. And then the next day, some niggas pull up to her house demanding a fade. And I'm like, how are you going to pull up to my house, come to my house, and tell me to fight you? And I'm like, so after some coercing, she fights them, washes them, and now she gotta go back and see, like, who the hell snitched? And it's some big nose snitch who, imagine 6'9", but with a cowboy hat. I wrote down Hadouken. Oh, that's right. Okay, she fights a dragon. Yeah, a dragon pulled up. She froze the dragon's mouth closed, so like that Superman scene in Injustice 1, right before he says Shazam, he froze his mouth shut. She's like, oh my god, brain freeze. Dragon steps on her house. And she's like, you motherfucker. Bow! Mean uppercut. Bus driver uppercut. So I was like, look, you gonna fix my house? Or we're gonna have some more issues. You feel me? And Dragon's like, yeah, I feel you. So let me go back home and get the money. Yeah, you back get the money. So she goes down to the city. The villagers saw her beat the dragon. And she's like, damn, now I really can't hide. Fuck it, let's get drunk. Yeah, she gets drunk. And the dragon was a lolly. She's not Kana level. But yeah, the dragon is a cute girl who's also has a body of 17-year-old, but they've also both lived 300 years, so they're exactly 317. What I watched, so I should have been saying what I continue watching. Hije wo Soro, yeah, I'll watch it. Naruto, of course I'm watching it. Killing Slime 300 years, yeah, I'll watch it. To Your Eternity, you got 2-3 more episodes. And if you can't explain to me, I'm gonna have to put you on the back burner. Was romcom, I'm probably not gonna keep up. I'm lying. Y'all got one. I don't. Which one got the? Kimiko got 3 episodes. So I'm gonna watch this one. See how this goes. The rom-com where a child friend win. I'm probably gonna watch it to see if the child friend actually wins. And plus, she is very adorable. So I'm gonna keep watching that one. And like I said, To Your Eternity, wrong clip. To Your Eternity's got one more episode, 2 episodes on me. And I'm gonna let that one go. Last one I watched was not last one I watched, but it's the last one I'm gonna talk about. Tokyo Avengers. As I look at my clock and realize I've been talking for almost an hour. Tokyo Avengers. I wasn't gonna watch Tokyo. I wasn't gonna watch it. I wasn't gonna watch it at all. The only reason I'm watching it is because I kept seeing the clips of this and To Your Eternity pop up in these YouTube ads. And I'm like, damn, fine, I'll watch it. Shit. Apparently, it starts off with the main character, some 20-some-year-old nigga. He's watching news and he realizes his ex from in middle school, apparently the only girl he ever dated, is dead due to gang violence. And I'm like, damn. And then as he's watching it, some bitch knocks on the door like, "Hey, the TV too out." And my first thought is, "There's Karens in Japan too." She looked like a Karen, and I was like, "Oh wow, all right, Karens in Japan." Then this nigga got, I don't know if this counts as isekai, but someone pushed him in front of a train. Like he turned like, "Damn, that girl died." And he gets pushed in front of a train. So he's on the tracks. He looks up. Train's barreling towards him. Then light flashes. And then you know this nigga back in middle school, and apparently he was in gang activities too. Well, he wasn't in gang activity, but he was baby gang. He was trying to him and his middle school friends, high school friends, trying to get their feet middle school, trying to get their feet wet in that gang shit. So, and then he describes one of his friends as couldn't keep his hands off his dick. And I was like, why do you know that? And why do you feel like sharing that with the audience? And then he's in there, he's realizing that all his friends are on that type of time. And I'm like, do you not remember that you used to be in this world fighting too? Like he said, he went back in life, went back like 12 years. You don't remember you used to be fighting? I've only had 2-3 fights in my life, and I remember those. Well, I lying. I blacked out in one of those fights. Didn't get knocked out, but I blacked out. Don't remember shit that happened. But I at least remember I got in one, so you should at least know if you got into a fight or not. And so then, they go look for a fight. Then him and his friends are like, "Yo, we looking for this group of people who've been talking shit. Like this group of second year middle schoolers talking shit." And they can't find them. But third year middle school was like, "Hey, y'all been looking for our underclassmen?" And when I say they beat the bitch out of him, he had one of them dudes crying. And apparently what happened in the past, and apparently he's gonna change it now. What happened in the past was after they beat the bitch out of him, they became like the workhorses. They're like, "Hey, go buy me some shit." And they're like, "Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Just don't beat me up again. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir." Beat the bitch out of him. So beat him so bad in the past that he changed schools. Not schools. He changed districts once he got to high school. It's like, "Nah, I'm not dealing with this no more." Beat the bitch out of him. Shame. And that's what changed him to the man he's today. Some boring desk nigga. But apparently when he was in middle school, he was on that type of timing. And to prove that, he's showing on a swing, relaxing. And some boy who turns out to be that girl that died, that the dude he loved, apparently that's her younger brother. So he's like, "Yo, who's picking on my future dead?" Well, yeah, the little brother died due to gang violence. So he said, "No, fuck this." Takes a bottle, smashed that shit, and said, "I will fuck y'all up. Keep it pushing." I was like, "Damn, yeah. All right, pull your dick out." Pause. Just. He's like, "No, like, hey, I'm here. Run this shit or run." So yeah, they ran. He tells the brother that, "Hey, in 12 years on this exact date, you and your sister are going to die. What I need you to do is protect your sister at all costs." And brother's like, yeah. So then he goes back to the future. He wakes up in a hospital. It's like, wait, I was about to get hit by a train. And I'm like, yeah, he was about to get hit by a train. Are we just going to pass this up? Like, he got no scratch on him or nothing. What happened apparently is because I wrote this down. Where's the butterfly effect from you telling him that? So then he's in the hospital. Apparently that train shit didn't happen. But now the younger brother is now a police officer. He's like, "Yo, you time traveled. You went back in the past and told me." So I became a police officer, and immediately I was like, ugh. I mean, bad timing to talk about, for an anime to come out about a police officer. But yeah, I mean, it was like, so basically I'm hearing a police officer trying to stop that gang violence you were talking about. Oh, wait, so is she alive now? Girl, Hinata. I remember all girls named Hinata. She's like, so Hinata's alive now? He's like, "Nah, son. You gotta go back and do it again." So he's like, "I gotta go back again?" So yeah, so apparently what this anime is gonna be like, he's gonna keep going back and back and back to keep saying, wait, did I? Oh, here's the notes. I found the notes. I just didn't. There we go. Move that over. It's too late now. So found the notes for that romcom one. Still, y'all got one more. You got one more episode to prove me wrong. Yeah, we ended this now. To Your Eternity got 2 more episodes. I'm gonna give this one benefit out 2 or 3 more episodes to explain to me. Hideo Soro, yeah, I'm gonna keep watching that one. Nine Control's gonna watch. Killing Song for 300 years until that starts boring me. So I don't think it is. The manga is funny to me. Choker Avengers, I'm gonna keep watching this one. But I think I saw an anime YouTuber compare this to Erase. I never watched Erase, so this is gonna be this is my first time watching anime that has to do with time travel. Pray for me. Romcom, I already said that. Kimino, there's you got 3 episodes out, so I'm gonna watch those 3. I'm gonna judge based on that. Anyway, that is it for this episode. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Did the pick annoy y'all? Because it didn't annoy me. Damn, for this time, it felt like it went by fast. Anyway, like the video, all that good stuff. We out. Peace.